As we have 2, 3, 4 and 5 lights, and here for the second time at the Bahrain International Circuit, we are racing, and it looks like a much better start from Muscat there in the midfield. Oh, contact there already in the midfield. I see a rear wing up in the air, but it's a good start from Lars. Most importantly, it's a great start from Maurice Bracan as well, who is passed and up into P2 already. Yep, that is a De Vries pass, although all Muscat force out wide. He's back in though, but Lars Broman leading fine. Bracan P2. Frantic P3, but under all sorts of pressure from Adrian Holm there in P4. Everyone just... Menno Klomp forces the issue. Jordan just about holding on around the outside. And yet Jordan is just going to hold on for there. Behind him it's Clonton, Paolini, and look at that. Toika up into P13. A great start from the Finnish driver there for sure. But we're just heading around the final corner now with Lars Brugman. But I tell you what, the start has hardly been unopposed as Bracan is looking good at the end of lap 1.
But it might be too far away, and Brugman's really holding a good advantage out front as we come down to turn 14. De Vries is looking up the inside. Is he going to try here into turn 14? Not many people have. And De Vries does it, so he gets...
Oh, Bracan! And he's caught Strana in that as well. And in fact, it looked like Strana broke Bracan's tank slap. And Clont is wanting to join his teammate in P7 now. I noticed Dino Paolini behind as well, having a move on Maurice Bracan. Paolini is passed. Clont is passed on the straight. Will they be able to maintain the moves into turn 1? Dennis Jordan breaks late, but not as late as Clont, who, wow, manages to hold it around the outside. Great move from Clont. Bracan able to hold on from Olsen, though. And further behind, Lewis McGlade has overtaken Team Toika for P14 and P15. Capit De Vries. Well, I think Capit and De Vries have started to pull away now. It's all about Ruiz. He's falling back like a plum in water, and it looks like Muscat's all over the back of him. The other mortar force of Jason Muscat there as well. Of Menno Klomp, sorry. Dennis Jordan in there as well. So Ruiz, all of a sudden, his pace has just plummeted.
Yeah, it was like this a little bit in race 1 as well, wasn't he? He struggled in the first part of the race, but then came good after the pit stops. Unfortunately, he's not going to have a pit stop in the second part of this race to recover any of that, so maybe he just comes good later on in a run. I'm not really too sure. It's too early to tell, but Muscat's just going to hold on behind him, and Clont as well. I've noticed that the cars really like to get loose coming out of corners, so it definitely seems to be a bit of an issue with power application this year, just being able to hold the car as you put your foot down, and that's a very easy thing to do, is spin out by lighting up the rear tyres.
Muscat around the outside here on the home straight of Edgar Ruiz. And braking late into turn 1. It looks like Ruiz was the later braker. And a little bit of a tank slapper there from Ruiz. I think there was a bit of contact there with Muscat, but he maintains P7 as Eric Strana gets past Maurice Bracan into P10.
Yes, and I was seeing there whether Muscat was going to have another look at Ruiz, but that's certainly not the case. The two Multiforce drivers are really hounding Ruiz now, and you just feel it might be a matter of time before one of them makes a move.
Heading back up to P6, Jason Muscat has reinforced his assault on Edgar Ruiz. He's dropped his teammate Menno Klont, or maybe Menno Klont's chosen to hold back to maybe act as rear gunner for a little bit while Jason focuses on P6. You can see Risto Capit very close as well though, Jason, so his shot of a top 5 is certainly not out of the question. What is questionable is whether he can actually make a move stick on Edgar Ruiz, because he's been a strong customer of the Spaniard so far this race. And Jason Muscat only fell back from the podium positions in race 1.
Yes, absolutely. I'm just wondering what's going on here, because I feel like we've kind of calmed down, haven't we, James? It's everyone's kind of it's hard
being
to
sensible.
Yeah, being sensible. You could say that. There's certainly no dive bombs, which is good. We don't want to see them. But it's just the case that everyone's kind of holding station. There's nothing really to wait for. But no one seems to be able to really just find that extra bit of an edge to attack and overtake someone.
I think Capit's under a lot of problems here, because Edgar Ruiz was able to hold off Jason Muscat throughout the entirety of that straight. So he's got some very low wings as Jason Muscat outbrakes himself into turn 4 there, just about able to wrap it all up again. But it's lap 15 of 19 now is behind Dennis Jordan. Is going on Menno Klont here, and Jordan is passed and up into P8. Very solid drive here from the German once again.
I think Jordan's just decided, right, I've had enough, I'm going to do something now, but Klont's coming back at him into turn 4. We've seen it so many times, and Klont's got the inside. He's going to break, but he's probably going to run a little bit wide, so Jordan might get a good exit out of the corner towards turn 5 and 6. It's so narrow through here, but they both just managed to hold on. I think Jordan thought better of it.
That's sensible from Jordan. But looking at Dennis Jordan here, looking very close once again, and with DRS in effect, and certainly with a mistake like that on the exit at turn 15 for Klont, this should be the Ducks' dinner for Dennis Jordan as he moves down on the inside. DRS fully in effect, straight past on the straight, and into turn 1, unless Klont can pull off a miraculous bit of braking. Dennis Jordan is into P8.
These guys are squabbling, and they're not making it easy for themselves, so we'll see if he can at least get close towards the end of the race. As Muscat now looking on Ruiz going into turns 9 and 10. But that's not really an overtaking manoeuvre. It's we've seen it done in the past, but I don't think we've really seen it today. It's a very difficult place to brake more than anything, so to throw a car down the inside there is...
Oh, Muscat around the outside! That was a bit dodgy there. I would have... I tell you what, he's actually gotten away with it, Muscat, but I would never risk it down the outside of turn 10 there, up into, turn 11, up down to turn 13 right now. Muscat's very eager to get this move done. He's just got to keep a cool head. He's clearly got the pace advantage, that's for sure.
Yeah, I actually thought he was going to make a move there into turn 13, but thought better of it. I guess he feels that he can get the move into turn 1. It
was very close between Bracan and Pally, and he actually is Bracan cut back. And they do have to be a little careful because Beresford is starting to reel him in. I know it's only a couple of laps until the end now, but they've got to be careful and make sure that they don't catch each other up really, because otherwise Beresford will be in the hunt for more points. As we look back to Ruiz and Muscat once again, which is very close, and Muscat right in the slipstream. He's going to try to the outside of turn 11 again. He's going to brake late. He's going to go around the outside fully, and this time he does make it stick. Wonderful move from Jason Muscat.
Yeah, that's quite incredible. He's done it 2 times in 2 laps, and this time he made it stick. And so, wow.
How close do they come? Yeah, going down the back straight here, it seems that Muscat has gotten the advantage now. Is behind. Here comes Menno Klont on Dennis Jordan once again. And looking at this, it looks like Menno Klont is going to get past Dennis Jordan again. Indeed, he does. Although there's a bit of contact there between the two, but Menno up into P8. But certainly the battle which we're interested in currently is Jordan versus Klont. And Jordan looking for a final move here. He goes to the even more inside of Klont after Klont went defensive already into turn 1. Jordan goes, he breaks late, he goes a little deep, but he's got it done once again. Back him into P8, now it's up to Klont to try and respond. And look how defensive Jordan is going already. He's gone right to the inside of that tarmac area. And Klont is going to have to go around the outside of turn 4, the long way around. He's making it stick though, and he's made it stick. A lovely rebuttal from Menno Klont, who retakes P8.
That was a really good effort by Klont. I thought Jordan might be able to hold on to it this time, but unfortunately not.
Reverse grid pole position, Lars Brugman most likely will retake the lead of the championship. He takes his 2nd race win of the year. First race win here at Bahrain though. Adrian Holm, another impressive showing, P2 for the Swede. David Francic takes P3 with Sven de Vries P4. Risto Kappa takes P5, an impressive day for a Street Fighter. Jason Muscat P6 with Edgar Ruiz P7. Menno Klont holds on to P8 with Dennis Jordan P9 and Eric Strana rounding out the top 10.